These side quests, well, not really side quests, but quests that aren't the main story, I guess, are actually a lot of fun, and I've really enjoyed doing them. But we finished our first big one. I was having a lot of fun with the Thieves Guild, so I decided to just knuckle down and get it done. Well, that's exactly what we did last time. I mean, here we are outside where we finished that quest, so the question is, what now? Well, at the start I was kind of alternating a little between the Companions and the Thieves Guild, and although we have the Thieves Guild done, I never did finish the Companion stuff. It does look like a good place to go, although I did get distracted, as I do. When I visited my house to drop things off, I don't like it. It looks crap. We need to fix that, first by raising some money by selling off some stolen things at the Thieves Guild. Then I headed into Dragon's Reach and bought a lot of furnishing. I was very insistent on making this look as good as possible, and the only stuff I skipped was the stuff I really didn't feel I needed right now. I then went home afterwards and oh, that looks so much better. From an old, dusty and crappy place to somewhere that genuinely looks really nice, like it's genuinely very well decorated. I'd have loved some more customization, but hey, I'll take the improvement at this point. Now, back to our main quest and not the distractions. I need to ask for someone to work, and I go with Ayla because wife goals. I don't know if I will actually wife her, but so far she seems like the most likely candidate. Anyway, she sent me out to go and kill some members of the Silver Hand and retrieve some fragments. I'll be honest, I can't remember quite what the fragments are, but as a werewolf myself, I'm more than happy to go and kill werewolf killers. Takes me a little bit to get there, and they are waiting for me, but it's not really an issue. It's not like these ones were strong or anything. I head inside expecting a greater challenge, and instead I just start bashing sleeping people's heads in. I sure am a nice guy. Their leader is more challenging, enough so that I have to go full werewolf on their ass, but honestly with that it was easy and I got those fragments. Ayla is very happy with us, which is certainly something I want, but it turns out our little anti-werewolf killer campaign has been found out, and we've got a meeting with the head of the Companions. Oops. The old man doesn't really seem to have a massive problem with us, although he wants the revenge to stop, and he has a job for us. Specifically, he wants to remove his werewolf curse, and we need to go and get him a witch's head. Yes, really. As soon as I teleport nearby to where the witches are, I get attacked by fucking werewolves. That hasn't happened before. I need my werewolf mode to kill them, but we get it done. Would have just easily gone to the witch's cave, but you know, a blood dragon decided to drop in and say hello. I greeted him with blood and swords, the way I normally do with a dragon, and then ripped his body apart for parts. Typical Thursday, really. My trials and tribulations continue as I get attacked by an assassin. He begs for mercy, but Lydia showed none. The Dark Brotherhood are after me, which I feel like we already knew that. Future problem though. For now, let's head into the cave. I expected killing a witch would be difficult, and I was wrong. Really wrong. First try. Took her down and then just stole her head, as you do in life. I then head back to good old Whiterun, and the goddamn Silver Hand attacked. They're all dead, but even so. And what's worse, they killed the old man. So I guess that head was a waste of time. But I'll hang on to it now, you know, as you do. The next goal is simple. Revenge. Also getting the fragments back, but more importantly, wiping out the Silver Hand. They're hiding in the far north with the snow and ice, the cowards. Getting there threw a few wolves at us, we easily handled them. The base itself was easy to find, and you can't really miss the werewolf heads on spikes. Honestly though, the challenge I was expecting just wasn't there. I mean, some enemies of course were more difficult than others, but generally speaking, these were the normal Silver Hand enemies we've dealt with before, and they were no different. The base changed from the normal underground area to ice tunnels and so on, but honestly, nothing of note to really say about this place or this quest. It's all pretty easy. Even the final room, we had some tougher people, but nothing too hard. Eventually we killed them, making the Silver Hand extinct. With that, we take the fragment and head on back. Firstly though, the funeral. It's only right that we honour the fallen, now that revenge has been done. Anyway, time to turn the fragments into something. I go and get the final one from the old man's room. and we head to the forge where we're discussing what to do, specifically trying to free Kozlak, the old man's soul, and honouring his legacy, which involves us heading to the tomb of Yskramor, which we will get into with Wolfrad, which turned out to be a battle axe. Not quite sure I get that, but okay. We're back in the snow again, this time wielding Wolfrad, although I only get to use it once to get the troll. Once we're there, we have to return the axe to actually open the door. That's why we needed it, and it allows us into the tomb. It is promised we will have battles on the way, but as I have 2 companions with me, I'm not worried. It's a medium-sized challenge. It's manageable, but the ghosts are sometimes difficult. Really though, it's having Farkas and Ayla with me that helps me deal with them. We do get one room which is quite challenging that keeps killing me, but the solution was simple. It was just Werewolf. Ridiculous power and the ability to knock enemies down made it so easy. Farkas stays behind because of his arachnophobia, so we just go on with Ayla. Just me and Ayla? Yeah, I'm alright with that. The frostbite spiders are easy, though. They always have been, they've never been difficult, and this isn't any different. Once I'm past them, it's back to relying on werewolf form. And because there are some challenges, we get through. Once I'm finally past, I head into the back of the room and I speak to the old man. What is it about these questlines finishing by talking to dead former leaders? Anyway, we're here to cure him, and that means throwing the witch's head into the fire. Naturally. Then we have the final boss, his wolf spirit, and that was really easy. I mean, this is meant to be a final boss, but no problem. First try, beat it. And then he heads into the afterlife, we become the leader of the companions, and well, that's that quest done. We head out and I swipe the axe on the way, a nice little reward for myself, but you know, aside from the werewolf form, and we're done. I had a little look at the companions. It seems I can recruit any of them as a follower whenever I want, so I might end up replacing Lydia next time, but that is indeed a next time issue. So now, well, we've finished the companions quest line. What's next? I have no idea, so if you want to find out, you'll have to watch next time. I'll see you then.